Hi guys. It's it's been a while. It's Even Man.
Yes, what's up, Manny here. It has been a while. Sorry that we haven't made another video.
And been in touch.
Uh,
Sorry guys. But right now we're gonna talk about the side chick culture and the mentality of side chicks. Manny, what is a side chick?
a side chick. A side chick to me is someone who knows that the man who is in a relationship is either dating someone, has a girlfriend, or is married, but she's still getting involved with that guy. That is a side chick to me. What's a side chick to you?
It's the same thing. A side chick is someone who's willingly accepting that they're involved with a man who's in a relationship and they're okay with it. Like that's a side chick to me.
Mhm. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm glad we're talking about this just because I feel like we live in a culture where a side chick is okay. Like we make jokes about it. There's so many memes and videos about side chicks where it just seems like, oh, it's a normal part of relationships, and that kind of bothers me. So I'm glad we're gonna get to talk about
Yeah,
this.
well, why do you think it's okay to be a side chick? Like, why do you think society deems this acceptable?
I don't know. I feel like society has given up on men in the sense that, well, you know what I mean? Like, men are sexual beings, and men are gonna always want another woman, or they're gonna always want another side thing. So, a side chick is kind of a necessary evil. I feel like we've come to this place in society where we've just accepted it. That's what I kind of think.
I think that's horrible, and I think that there has always been like some form of a side chick in society, dating way back to 300 BC. It's always been some type of a side chick.
Yeah. So I guess so. I don't know. I just feel like I guess before it just seems like something that was like, everybody, maybe it was something everybody has, but nobody was really talking about it. But it seems like now everybody's like,
No,
hey,
they brag about it. They brag about it then.
You think
like
so?
in like Samson had all the
yo,
concubines.
Samson had so many side chicks. But I feel like Samson, he would get married, then it wouldn't work, so he would just move on to somebody else. But and you're right, that's a good point. Like even in the Bible, David had concubines. He's the king of Israel.
They were called side chicks. They were called concubines.
They're concubines, and they had he was getting some. He was getting it.
So you were in a studio.
Oh yeah. So today, I was working on a radio show, and I was talking about how there was this viral video of this woman talking about how, she knows her man has a side chick, and she doesn't care. She wants her man to be happy. She wants the side chick to be happy because if her man is happy, she's happy. And I was kind of like blown away by her response to that. So I was asking my co-host, I was like, so, what do you think? Could you date a guy who had a side chick? And she was like, well, you know what? I feel like side chicks are winning.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, because she went on to say like, side chicks, they basically don't have the obligation. So they get to have sex with the guy. He's going to treat them right, buy them there, take them out to eat, wine and dine them and everything. And then he can go home and be with the women and be with the child or whatever and have obligations. But she's free to do whatever she wants. It's kind of like her friends with benefit thing. And I was like, oh, okay, that's different.
I don't agree with that in any way, shape, or form. I think that's crazy. The benefits that you get are the lack thereof. It's not like you're getting taken out to really nice places because they don't want to be seen with you because you're a side chick. It's not like you're getting the best sex from them because they have to rush with you because you're the side chick. Like everything is just like, it's like McDonald's. It's express. It's express instead of saying it's like Ruth Chris. Like your main course is your main course, and every appetizer, it's good, but it's not filling. It's not worth it. It's not. You can live without it.
Yeah, and she did go on to say she did even talk about her own experience and talked about how she was accidentally a side chick, not that she wanted to,
side chick by default.
But a side chick by default is what she said. But she said that she was in it too deep and it was like too late.
Is it ever really too late though?
And but she, you know, to her defense, she did
Is
come
it
out
ever
of
really
it.
too late?
She did come out of it, and
Oh,
but
she did. Okay.
yeah, she did. She said she did, but I think I think it's like I don't know. For me, I feel like it would be demeaning for me to be in a relationship. Like, you know, we had it in one of my classes today. A guy talked about how he was a side dude, where, you know, the girl that he was with had a man, and she would bring him around her man and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm never interested in I'm not interested in him or in his type or whatever." But he was like, but they were getting it. They were getting it in on the side.
I've also had a friend who he didn't know that the girl he was messing with was in a relationship, and she said, "Hey, this is my boyfriend. Act gay." And he was just like, "I'm not acting gay." And he was just like, she said to him, "Well, it's for the best benefit." And and he said, by his surprise, like when she said hi, he pretended to be gay, and he was her gay friend. He said he never messed around with her again after that. But at the same token, like, do you really trust your girlfriend's gay best friend now?
That's well, I guess if I don't know, I guess I would have to trust them, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the thing, and then there's so many. I feel like there's so much layers to this side chick culture that we live in. I think also we were talking about earlier about emotional side chicks, where you're not necessarily, you know, having sex with them or kissing on them or dating them, but you know, you're doing stuff that you wouldn't necessarily do with someone you know who's in a relationship.
If your significant other knew about this, would they be happy about this? I think that's when it comes in where people have like best friends. I feel like that whole opposite sex past 20 something odd years old, if you have a female best friend and I'm dating you, I'm going to take offense to that, because I feel like you guys don't have very much in common to be best friends about. So obviously you're getting some emotional support from her that you can't get from me. So that's
so you would rather your man get that emotional support from another man who a man who's his friend, who's his friend, but not like a girl. You're saying you're uncomfortable that it's a girl that you're finding emotional support. If you want to confide in somebody other than your girl, go to a guy friend, not a girl who's
but most men don't like confiding in, like, same with women. Like certain things you just don't like telling the same sex. But that's what you're in a relationship for. That's what brings you closer to a person, and that's why it makes them emotional side chicks, because you're going into all these emotional things about what's going on with you that you're not speaking to with the person you're in a relationship with. So you're developing a deeper bond for this best friend. And I think that's the same as cheating to me.
I agree with you. I think, and I feel like side chick is the new word for cheating, basically. Like,
no, because it's the difference between being a whore and like just cheating randomly and like actually being faithful to two people. That's what I think a side chick is, when you're faithful to another person too. Like you're only messing with those two people. Like being a whore is like when you just jump around.
Yeah, but so is side chick, well, is it still cheating if the main chick doesn't know?
Yes, it's still cheating. It's just under.
I mean, if the main chick knows, is it still cheating?
If she knows, yes, it's still cheating. It's just what she accepts. So some women, I guess, in their mind, they're okay with that, because they're like, oh, well, we're making, like the video you said that went viral about the girl saying that, you know, she cared about her man's side chick. I wouldn't care about my man's side chick. But I feel like there are people who are like, well, he's not hopping from bed to bed. It's just me and her. I find that acceptable because I know where my man is at. I know that he's going to keep me as the man. And they find comfort in that.
So how about this? I heard another girl said, she was like, you know, I don't mind if my man has a side chick as long as I don't know. How would you feel about it? Would you be fine?
I know people like that. I wouldn't be fine. I don't want my man to have a side chick. If you're not happy with me, then leave me. If you feel the need that I'm not completing you or something about me is lacking and you really need that to where you have to go outsource it, then you don't need to be with me. Um, I feel like that's crazy, and I do know some females who are like, well, as long as I don't know about it, men are going to be men and men are going to cheat. But I just don't agree with that mentality either. I feel like that's the side chick mentality. So she was the side chick who probably became a main chick. Or that's how she got her man being a side chick, knowing that he was going to outsource.
See, that's why I don't want this conversation to be like, okay, if I start out as a side chick, I can eventually become the main chick. Like, no, that's not cool. Like, I don't want, like, if you're listening to this and you're a side chick, don't have hope. Do not try and be a main chick. Like, it's not cool. It's not the look.
Or if you're a side chick and you've been with your man and he's not had a side chick and you've become the main chick, let us know. I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know how that story turned out.
But, also, no judgment either to the side chicks. Yeah. No judgment. I mean, no judgment, but come on, y'all can do better. I'm still judging.
Yeah,
I'm still judging.
You're still judging, but at the same time, when you want your own, like when you want your own, like when you're a little kid and you're playing with toys and somebody has a toy you don't want their toy, you want your own toy, even if it's the same toy.
And that's why it goes back to, I feel like if I was a side dude or something, I would just feel so demeaned because I want my love to be exclusive. I want our love to be exclusive. I don't want to share you with nobody.
Like, do you think, like, when guys have a side chick, or even when women have side guys, do you think that something is lacking, or why do you think not the side chick or the side guy, but the person who's actually doing the cheating?
Yeah, because what was that rule you were telling me about?
Oh, the 80-20.
Yeah. So I feel like it's kind of like that where, if I'm the guy and I got a good job and I'm taking care of you and, we have a home together and everything, but, I'm not being fun or adventurous, but your side dude is being fun and adventurous. So you go into that 20% when I'm the 80. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if there's a problem, let's see what's wrong with let's find a way to get to 100. You know what I mean? With us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. What was I gonna say? At the same token, what about when like guys are completely happy, like, and they still cheat? Like, what if I know a couple of guys too that are like, man, I love my woman, but it's just something. Like, she does everything right, and they still cheat. And they still have a curious eye.
I have no idea what to say about that because it's like I don't get it. Like, I mean, I don't get.
You don't understand.
I don't understand. Like, how come if you? I don't know. I just haven't been in that situation.
Ever been a guy who was completely happy with the woman you were with, and decided, hey, I just want something extra on the side, and you kept a steady side chick, being completely happy with your main chick or your wife, and you've always cheated on your wife with this one person in particular, but you're happy enough to have married your wife? Like, what goes on in your head?
Let us know. Write in the comments below. Email us, evb.mannykeen@gmail.com. Like my Facebook page, Manny Keen, Instagram, Manny.Keen.
I'm on Twitter, _EVIEB_.
Oh, I'm on Twitter too, Keen Manny Leo. So follow me.
This is the Even Man Show. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a hiatus like that anymore.
Yeah, hopefully hopefully you'll see us soon again. Until next time.
All right.
Deuces.